I have this video to give us choosing ones today. Why we should accurately stop blaming the devil and take accountability of everything. Because there are some certain things God cannot do. Not that God cannot do everything, or there are some certain things God cannot do. No, God can do all things. He is capable to do everything, and nothing is what is too hard for God to do. But the truth is that if God start to do everything, that means our existence on earth is what is useless. That is why He created us, and He said we should go and dominate. You got what I'm saying? So look at it right now. Light is everywhere. If peradventure someone said I should go and use my bare hand, I'm not an engineer, I'm not an electrician, I don't know anything concerning light, I've never get the experience. Someone said I should go and touch, this kind of wire on top, that God will save me. That means I am already waiting for God to take me. You got what I'm saying? That means I'm already preparing to visit the Almighty God. So what am I trying to say is this: many of us are waiting for God to bless us. Meanwhile, the blessing is right within us. The success is right within us. All that we need to use to become successful is right within us. I was communicating with my mentor yesterday in the night, around that kind 9 to 10. So while we were communicating together, he made a statement. He said, the more brilliant you have, the more thinking you have, the more your brain expand, the more successful you become. You can never be greater than your imagination. You can never be greater than your thinking. You can never be greater than your belief. You can never be greater than what you know. Meaning that many of us, yes, the truth is that God can bless us, but what are you really want to do? What is that thing that you want to do? Because while we were communicating yesterday, he said the word. He said, if you are a doctor and that is your job, you will live accurately like doctors. If you are a teacher, you will live like a teacher. If you want to live massively, you have to figure out what people who are massively do that make them to live massive life. Because let me tell you, you cannot be a doctor and you will compare yourself to be living the life of someone who is a CEO of like 2 to 3 companies or 4 companies. Or you cannot be like a teacher and you will be expecting to live a luxurious life or spending like a doctor. It's impossible. Or you cannot be a salary earner like us and you'll be praying one day to be living the life of someone who is a CEO or like your own master. It's impossible. Unless while you are working, you are also investing to become someone like your master. Because you can never live above your own level. So many of us are expecting God to bless us, but we are not like, okay, for God to bless us much, we have to invest. We have to do some certain things. Because many of us gambling, wasting resources, spending more than we earn. Because some people can borrow. I was reading a comment on TikTok one day where someone said, I have not even finished paying my loan that I borrow to sponsor my wedding. There was a time that I was communicating with one of my friends here. So the guy was telling me he want to do a child dedication. I said, okay. He said, if you can support me later after the child dedication, the money that they will bring, the money that they will spray, I will pay you your money back. I look at him, I said, when I cut the video, I said, no, I can't support this. I can't do this. Why will you be putting pressure on yourself because you are expecting that people will give you money, people will offer you something when you don't even know whether they are coming or not? And this is the problem we have. Many of us, we believe that God is going to do it. God is going to bless us. Let's give. This is why if you see an unbeliever You got to understand that they work hard. Many of them that don't pray too much, they work hard because they believe within that working hard will make them successful. Working hard will make them great. Working hard will make them elevate. Working hard will bring out the best in them. Working hard will increase their wallet. Working hard will make them unique. But many of us today, we are believing that, we have to pray, we have to intervene. Some pastors will even be telling you, come to the church and pray, God will open door. Yes, God is capable of opening door. But after God have opened that door, what are you going to put inside inside the environment that God have opened? That is the question. After God have opened that window right now, and God decide to be pouring but blessing on you, what is that thing that God is going to pour on? Like, what is that thing that you are putting in that God is going to pour that blessing on? So that is why, my brothers, God can bless. But that's saying, don't wait. That is why our majority of people wait for God to bless them, and at the end they will start to regret. They say the reason why I'm not successful is because of the devil. The reason why I'm not successful is because of my family altars. Some pastor will be deceiving you and be telling you, your family altars are the one limiting you, they are the one fighting you, they are the one destroying you. But what have you done? What is that thing that you are doing that you believe within you that, this thing can change that narrative? Because trust me, brothers, God accurately wants all of us to have something in doing. Don't be that person that you pray. I can remember one of my friends who was telling me, I'm going to church on Monday, I'm going to church on Tuesday, I'm going to church on Friday. I pray for altars, I pray for this. I said, okay, you are praying for all these things now, good. But how much do you put in? Like, how much do you put in to become that great? How much? I noticed that this guy always wake up like 8 o'clock to go to work. 9 o'clock, and he's an entrepreneur. I told him, brother, okay, you have people that you take to work. Why can't you use your own time? Why can't you tell them, okay, I want all of you to be coming around 7 or 8 o'clock rather than 9 o'clock? You can say, so many of us, we need to understand that if we keep waiting for God to change some certain things, we may wait forever. If we keep waiting for God to change the narrative of our life, we may wait forever. If we keep waiting that God is going to make us become rich overnight, we may end up remain poor and still blame our family altars. Because the problem we have today now, when someone is not able to become successful, the next thing that they will say is our family altars. Is the family altars. I know that sometimes family altars exist, but there are some certain things you will imagine. There are some certain things some doors you will open with your knowledge and understanding that devil cannot do what cannot penetrate. That devil cannot reduce to the level where you start to complain. You know what I'm saying? So remain blessed.